everybody, how you doing? Arnie Cap here. Do you know what today is? Do you really know what today is? Yes, it's all of that. Today is the first day of February and it's Wednesday and all of that stuff. But I'm going to make a declaration. Today is a National Day of Compromise. And the reason I'm calling it a National Day of Compromise is to try to raise awareness around the notion that about this point, the end of January, beginning of February, is where most people have given up, if not in full, at least in part, given up on their New Year's resolutions. And the question is why? And of course, I like to call them New Year's commitments, but the question is why? And I think I know why, because I know that I'm not squeaky clean on this matter. I went reading through my journal this morning and yesterday morning, and I'm reading through all of the things that I said were commitments to me for this year. Just as an example, I wanted to write 5 pages a week of my next book, created from scratch. And the reality is I've only done it twice this month. I've only gotten 10 pages in, and I've rationalized, well, I've got a whole bunch of work already done on it, so I probably have 50, 60 pages worth of content, but I really didn't stick to my commitment. I compromised. And so I'm calling this a National Day of Compromise. Maybe I should call it a National Day of Commitment Awareness, right? But I wanna kind of walk through this process. So let's start with 7 very specific, let's call them rules of engagement, elements that will help you stick to your New Year's resolution. Number 1. Now this is going to sound conveniently cliche, and I apologize for that in advance, but it happens to not only be cliche, it is the most important of all of the critical elements. And the first one is you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Now, what that ultimately means, outside of the fact that it's probably the most important of the 7, is this: if you don't believe in you, then how will you get others to believe in you? And I will tell you, I've been around many people, including myself, who have gone through moments of low self-worth, who have gone through moments of low self-esteem, who have gone through moments of wondering what their purpose is, what it is that they're trying to create, the story that they're trying to tell. And if you don't believe in you, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to want to stick to things that are designed to enhance your life. How will you stick to things that are designed to enhance your life if you ultimately don't have faith in yourself? So believe in you. And there's a couple of things that you can do to help believe in you. One of those things is removing toxic people from your life. I'm going to cover that on another video, but that's number 1, believe in you. Number 2, honor your word. Speak it, write it down, feel it, express it, dream about it, think about it all the time, but honor your word. There is nothing more important than word, because word is a reflection of thought. And what I want you to know is, if you've said, these are the things that I'm going to do as a resolution in my life, as a commitment to my story of creation, then you have to really examine the depth of what it is that you're committing to and whether or not you are willing to honor your word. The integrity of your word is super important. And what I have found is that if you write things down and read it over and over and over again, 2-3 times a day, every single day, it helps remind you of what you've committed to, what the resolution is that you're ultimately seeking. Number 3 is rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. I've always loved the saying, repetition is the mother of success. And when we make a concerted effort to do the things that we need to do in a repetitious way, in a repetitive way, then we begin to build habits and we begin to build behaviors. And ultimately, we get to a point where thinking about what it is that we want to accomplish no longer is the activity. The activity is natural. We literally train our brains to instinctively create the behavior that we desire. So in the beginning, as you are working on these resolutions, you have to stay in the groove, as it were, in terms of the behaviors and the disciplines and the rituals and the repetitions that create success. So rinse and repeat. Repetition is the mother of success. And number four, I'm calling proximity. Proximity is essential. And what I mean by proximity is, where are you in proximity to where you expect to be by this point in order to stay on track with my resolution? Proximity to outcome is absolutely essential. Number 5, consume content. What I do is I listen to content. I tend to do this while I'm in my car. I tend to do this while I'm walking or working out. And I even do it in the evening. Before I go to bed, I'll listen to some content. But I am in a learning mode, constantly in a learning mode. I consume content. And so if you are pursuing something that requires high belief in yourself, requires honoring your word, requires rituals, then you need to learn more about the subject and learn more about what it is that you can do to make sure you stay on track within that particular topic. Let's just call it fitness. Let's call it relationship. Let's call it financial. Let's call it career growth. Whatever it is you've resolved, you've made as a resolution, you need to consume content. You need to learn every day, what can I do to get better at that? Okay? And then we've got number 6. Number 6 is my guy I used to work for, Chad Spencer, used to say to me all the time, Arnie, you win life with people. You win life with people. And I absolutely love the phrase, and it is so true. You win life with people. And so number 6 is, make sure that you have the right people in your life who are encouraging you. They're aware of what it is that you want to accomplish, and they're holding you accountable, they're encouraging you, they're celebrating your success, and they're coaching you or spotting you, as I like to say, when you think you've got nothing left in the tank. They're lifting you up. I'm going to tell you, there's no such thing as a chance encounter. So you meet people, figure out what it is, why they're in your life, and figure out what you can do to leverage each other and help each other out. So that's number 6. And then number 7, and this is going to sound kind of funny, but number 7 is be selfish. And what do I mean by be selfish? Do it for you. Do it because it makes you happy. Do it because it brings some degree of joy or fulfillment or purpose in your life. Be selfish. It's okay to love yourself. It is absolutely okay to love yourself. And so number 7 is be selfish. Do it for all the right reasons. Do it because it brings you joy. Do it because it brings you happiness. Do it because it helps you find purpose. You'll find that those 7 things are the essentials of making sure that you don't compromise your commitments and you stick to your New Year's resolutions, just as you committed to 31 days ago. So that's it. I'm Arnie Cap, and thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button when you get a chance. Turn on those notifications so that you are aware of when I am posting new videos. And if you think of somebody who you know would love to hear this message, please share this video with them. I would appreciate it, and I know they would appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm Arnie Cap, and you are created from scratch.